Hi, my name is Silvey. I'm a master's student at University of West Georgia. I am pursuing a degree in the Master's of Education Department in Instructional Technology. I am also a Spanish teacher at Anita White Carson Middle School in Greensboro, Georgia. I've been teaching for 15 years, and I have taught from the 3rd grade level up to high school seniors. Prior to teaching, I worked in administration. As an office manager, I was responsible for most of the technology in the building. That exposure contributed to my interest in technology. I have embraced the changes in educational technology over the last 14 years, and I am excited about the direction in which technology is headed. It is with this background that I seek a master's degree in instructional technology. Although I consider myself a digital immigrant, as with any interest, I have enthusiastically approached instructional technology. This course, as well as the others in the program, has given me the opportunity to stretch my skills, to expand my creativity, and to develop a library of resources to use in my classroom. I would like to take a few moments to tell you about my journey through this course. Join me now as we review discussions and projects that we have completed this semester. In Discussion 1, we shared our opinion of the differences between Internet tools, apps, and resources. Project 1 gave us the opportunity to familiarize ourselves with Office Mix. Office Mix is a program that complements Microsoft PowerPoint. The tools offered by Office Mix enable the user to create a presentation that includes screen recordings to make your point really clear. It is definitely a resource that I will use in my classroom. On to discussion number 2. Here, as a class, we discuss tools and applications that would lend themselves toward critical thinking or problem-solving skills. Near and dear to my heart, using games in the classroom was a very hot topic. I am glad to see so many teachers embracing this rising trend. Project 2 was somewhat challenging for me. I have used GoAnimate, so I was accustomed to the cartoon-like animation. What I did not notice was the big notice on the right-hand side of the page that said, "Record your script." I created my entire presentation. I was so proud of it. Then I went to add the voice. That did not go well. I went on a wild goose chase. I recorded my voice using Sound Recorder, but I could not import the file because of the file type. I found that I could convert the file type to the MP3 that I needed through iTunes. After converting, I inserted it into the Powtoon. Another problem. Powtoon only takes one track. It doesn't matter if you insert it on one slide or the entire slide, you can only insert one track. Finally, I did a recording of the entire presentation, converted it to an MP3, and then inserted it. The animation was slightly off here and there, but overall the presentation appeared the way I thought it should. Lesson learned: record first in Powtoon. Discussion 3 allowed us to explore teaching visual and media literacy skills. I enjoyed identifying resources for this discussion. For the article portion of the assignment, we were to choose an article related to comics. The ability to create your own comic is increasing in popularity. Using comics in the classroom gives the student the opportunity to express themselves creatively. I like the fact that the comics can be put in any language. That makes it a great resource for my Spanish classes. Project 3 was related to comics as well. We were to use the program Comic Life to create our own comic. I found the mechanics of the project to be relatively easy. My struggle was coming up with a lesson learned from childhood. I finally searched for pictures and built the lesson around them. That worked for me. I really enjoyed the project after that. One thing I can say that I am particularly fond of is when the project is finished and I have time to go back and explore some of the features that add a little something to the presentation. I was able to do that with Comic Life. Discussion 4 led us to finding tools to express creativity or to use collaboration at the elementary level as well as the high school level. I chose to focus on collaboration and mentioned using the smartboard to engage my students with online games. The article that I reviewed talked about using interactive whiteboards with students with special needs. The article made several excellent suggestions, of which I may take advantage should I have special needs students in my class again next year. Project 4 gave us the opportunity to work with Alice. I must add that this time I watched several tutorials before I began the project. I learned my lesson with Powtoon. Alice is an interesting program. I love the coding aspect of it. It can be a little challenging to work with, but the creator's intention to engage learners and to get them involved in coding is a great idea. I had some difficulty with movements. I found that the tutorials that I watched may have had a different version. My biggest problem was when they sat down and their legs disappeared. I was very frustrated that I could not fix that. I think that this too is a program that I would like to include in my classroom. The students can put the text in Spanish for this program as well. Discussion 5 had us provide resources for science, math, social studies, and language arts. By the end of our discussion, we had a list of resources that we were able to share with each other. I am sure that many of these resources appeared on our websites in Project 5. Speaking of Project 5, I must say that building a website is one of my favorite things to do. I really enjoyed myself with this project. After 4 or 5 websites using Weebly, I have finally found a way to arrange the website without getting frustrated. One of my goals when I build a website is to only use my own photographs. I enjoy finding pictures that match the theme of my site. I actually went outside to take a picture for the tools page. I just love the colors of those flowers. More than my enjoyment, I hope to use this website as a tool for teachers in my school. I tried to focus on the tools, apps, and resources for the middle school level. I hope that I can guide them as they explore using some of these tools in their class. Being able to see my peers' websites was a great bonus, knowing that all of us use Weebly, yet each website is unique to us. I also see their websites as more resources available to us as educators. Perhaps it would be a good idea to link their websites to mine. That leads me to the present. Project 6. I enjoy making movies almost as much as I enjoy making websites. It is a great reflective process as we review the journey that we have taken this semester. It is somewhat difficult to tell the difference between tools and applications. I have seen Google Docs listed as a tool and an application. On some websites, the paragraph will begin calling it a tool, and 3 short sentences later, it is referred to as an application. This is terribly confusing. Summarizing the numerous articles that I have read, a tool is something where information goes out, but it does not come back. For example, when you post a video on YouTube, you are putting it out there for everyone to see. However, YouTube does not give anything back to you. On the other hand, if you create a Google Doc, whether you share it or not, Google Docs will give back a product to you. From my perspective, an application provides interaction, a give and take. A resource, on the other hand, is very easy to define. It is a website that provides information. I would consider Galileo a source. I have definitely used it a lot this summer. A resource could also be a collection of links listed on a website. Generally, those links are of a similar topic. We shared many resources during our discussions. If you disagree with my understanding, I am positive that an additional explanation could only be helpful. Now that we have defined tools, Let us explore some examples that we as educators might use. A tool that I was introduced to through this course was Class Dojo. Class Dojo is used as both a behavior management tool as well as a tool in which the teacher can communicate with parents. A parent account enables them both to see the behavior status of their child, as well as to contact the teacher if there are questions or concerns. It is free, and the reviews have many positive things to say about using it in the classroom. Another example of a tool that educators might use is Google Earth. This free tool enables students to see all over the world. Most often, they only want to see their house, but that does not stop the value of this excellent tool. I have used it in order to have students compare the Chattahoochee Forest to the Yucatan National Forest in Puerto Rico. Yet another example would be VoiceThread. Although I am not familiar with it, it appears on numerous searches as an excellent tool for instruction and collaboration. The ability to communicate via telephone, webcam, or microphone is beneficial, as it is so difficult to decipher the tone of a text-generated comment. Creating an account is easy, and I look forward to using it in my classroom. The list of applications for educational purposes is never ending. During this class, we used Weebly. This online application enabled us to create custom websites, which we could then post on the internet. Weebly provides a simple drag-and-drop format that enables creators to easily assemble a website in no time. The templates that they offer gives the user many options on which to build their site. I would recommend Weebly for anyone interested in building websites for the first time. Another application that I use regularly is 123teachme.com. This is a website that offers all sorts of activities and resources for teaching Spanish. I most often use the games. There is a wide variety of them on all sorts of topics, from vocabulary to grammar. They are highly engaging and they change regularly, which helps to eliminate the boredom factor. I use it in conjunction with Edmodo. I post the assignment on Edmodo, the students complete the activity on 123teachme, and then they submit the results back to me on Edmodo. It is an easy way to assess the student's progress. We are all familiar with the applications offered by Google. Google Docs is a great way to create a document that can be used to collaborate with others. I have used it numerous times throughout my courses here in West Georgia. Students can use it in the classroom to collaborate on a story or work on a project. Google Sheets and Google Slides are two other applications that can be used independently or to collaborate. One major advantage to these Google applications is that the products are stored on the tool Google Drive. Google Drive can be accessed from any device that offers internet connection. The Google applications make it very easy to create, collaborate, and share information. Resources are so important in education. There is no way that a teacher can keep up with creating everything that is needed to engage students and provide instruction. Using resources provides the teacher with activities, even handouts, which teach or reinforce content. One resource that I use is Enchanted Learning. It is predominantly an elementary school to middle school website, but I have found that many of the country and geography handouts are very valuable in the high school classrooms as well. There are handouts in multiple languages and on multiple topics, from math to music. Many items are free, but for a mere $20, a teacher can access all resources, advertisement-free. It is well worth the $20. An excellent resource is biography.com. When researching information on a specific person, biography.com presents both quick facts as well as more detailed information about the life of that person. It includes people from entertainment, government, and sports. It is a great resource when searching for facts about specific people. I will recommend that you watch the videos first. The video on Pablo Picasso contained artwork that would not be appropriate for younger viewers. Another invaluable resource is the CIA World Factbook. I have used it many times for country research projects. From famous people to GDP, CIA World Factbook has a wealth of information. With so many countries just a click away, it is easy to do comparisons. I would presume that each of us has our own favorites which we use regularly. As a tool, I prefer Edmodo. I have found it to be an excellent tool to use in my classroom. My students are arranged by classes or periods. Most often, I create assignments which I then give to my students. Because I have them separated, it is easy to give each group different tasks if needed. A feature of Edmodo that is new to me is the apps. The apps represent websites that are tools, applications, and resources that can be used through Edmodo. There are free apps, as well as ones available for a minimal charge. There is also a program called Edpuzzle, which enables you to edit a YouTube video and insert questions throughout the video. As you can see, Edmodo is a great tool for the classroom. My top application right now is Minecraft. As a fan of game-based learning in the classroom, using Minecraft fits in well. There is an educational version hosted by Mojang. They have created a school-friendly version that allows students to work within the boundaries that the teacher establishes. The teacher can also control most aspects of the game, from the tools that the students have to their abilities, like flying. Teachers are using Minecraft for all content areas, and there is a wealth of resources on the Minecraft EDU website. Furthermore, Mojang can actually host the server. That was the selling feature for me. That removed much of the technical details of which I was concerned. There is a fee for the license as well as the seats, but I found it very reasonable considering all of the activities that Minecraft offers. As far as a resource goes, I have to say that Google Translate rates at the top. There are two schools of thought regarding translators in the classroom. Digital immigrants usually insist that teachers do all of the assembly of the language in their head. Digital natives will use a translator faster than you can say app. That puts me in a dilemma. Do I beat them or join them? I do not believe that I can stop them, so I feel it's best if I teach them how to use it properly. I did some research. Google uses a translate algorithm. Each time an item is translated, it analyzes the context clues and adjusts itself so that future translations will be more accurate. In essence, the more that people translate, the better Google Translate will be. The most frustrating challenge for me during this course has been the APA citations. I still have much to learn about citing things properly, and I can say that the learning process has been very trying for me. The fast pace of the course was also somewhat challenging. The discussions caught me off guard. I was accustomed to having a week for the initial and a week for the exchange. Completing both in such a short amount of time was difficult to manage at first. The greatest challenge was self-inflicted. I planned a very busy summer. The semester began as I was traveling through Wyoming with limited internet access. Next stop, 3 days of International Baccalaureate training in Atlanta. Then, teaching 4 days of summer school, followed by a 5-day trip to New Jersey and back, finished off the month of June. Although I seriously love the content of this course, I can say that I did not get to enjoy it as a result of all of these activities. My advice to future students would be not to give up. Juggling coursework with family and friends is well worth it. Family and friends will understand, and the benefits of this course are worth the effort. The projects will push you to learn the applications that you can share with your students. The discussions are friendly, if you allow them to be. It is fun to share ideas with people that are excited about sharing their own ideas with you. Do not sit back and watch. Jump in with both feet. You'll learn a lot more. There is a part of me that is relieved that this course is almost over. There is another part that regrets the end of a very informational class. I am excited about encouraging my students to use the tools, applications, and resources that I have learned. I know that they will struggle and then thrive at the challenge. I am also enthusiastic about sharing my website with my peers. I am sure that they too will find something that will aid in their instruction. Completing internet, apps, and resources puts me one step closer to accomplishing my goal. Although trying at times, I am confident that the knowledge and skills that I have developed through this course will make me a better educator.